Is Rachel Amber the storm? You guys know that I love a good Life is Strange theory, so get ready for the deep dive. So when Chloe and Rachel are ditching school in Life is Strange Before the Storm, and Chloe tries to make casual conversation, trying not at all to be awkward, she says,
"It's nice Rachel we're having."
What?
I mean weather. It's nice weather.
That just seems like odd choice of words. Like, I feel like they added that on purpose. They could have chose any type of dialogue, but they chose that specific dialogue. Moving on to later in that episode when Rachel started the fire. Now, as you can see, when she kicked over the trash can, the wind carried her scream. Now, some people may think, oh, it's just the wind. Is it just the wind? Do you ever notice how they only show the wind when she screams twice? Not once, twice. That just seems very odd. Like, why would they emphasize showing the wind every time she's screaming because she's just so distraught? Again, the people in Life is Strange are very literal with what they put in their games. I feel like nothing is in there by accident. And I know people have said, oh, it's just wind effects, it's just this and that, but why are they only emphasizing on it when she screams? Now, I've also done a separate video on do I think Rachel Amber has powers? See video right here. Now, I don't think she was aware of them. And in very Life is Strange fashion, every character that does get powers in the games, their powers emerge through a traumatic event. And Rachel having this idea of the perfect family, the perfect father, just the perfect life, and then seeing all that crumble and being ripped away from her, and seeing how she reacted to it, it's on brand for having a traumatic event and then powers emerge. And maybe we only see these powers in Rachel when she is really angry or upset. But this all ties into the storm thing, so stick with me. Let's move on to the school play, aka The Tempest, and also like the best fucking part of Before the Storm. First off, the definition of The Tempest is a violent and windy storm. And then we get the main character, aka Prospero, who is played by Rachel Amber. To give you some background on Prospero, he can change the weather. He even has the ability to conjure storms. So The Tempest was created by William Shakespeare, and in his story, Prospero conjures a storm to inflict pain on others who felt have wronged him. Insert everyone in Arcadia Bay who Rachel felt wronged by. Victoria, her father, her mother, Principal Wells, Nathan, Frank, and of course, Mark Jefferson. Rachel constantly iterates, I want to get out of Arcadia Bay. Don't be surprised, Chloe, if one day I'm just out of here.
Sometimes I feel like I've got no reason to stay. Don't be surprised, Chloe, if one day I'm just out of here.
Now, they could have picked any type of play to depict in Before the Storm, but they chose The Tempest. And the fact that Rachel plays this character, it just seems way too coincidental. Even adding episode 3 of Before the Storm is called Hell is Empty, which is a line said by Chloe Price, who plays Ariel in The Tempest. And that's actually a line that is said in The Tempest play by William Shakespeare. It just really feels like they are going with the theme of The Tempest for this. And like, why are they doing that? Are they trying to like foreshadow something? Now, when Rachel gets stabbed in the junkyard, Chloe rushes her to the hospital and the song Burn It Down by Daughter plays. Now, these are some of the lyrics of the song, and it perfectly describes what's going on in her life. She was the perfect kid. Everyone hung on her every word. The chorus even says, burn it down, burn it down, burn it down, symbolizing burning down Arcadia Bay, symbolizing the place that she wants to leave the most. Well, until it mysteriously goes out. Now, I say mysteriously because when Chloe is in the hallway waiting for Rachel to wake up to go into her room, you can walk by some firefighters.
Just heard the fire went out.
Went out? You mean it's controlled?
No, it's completely out. It extinguished itself.
How could that be?
Hell if I know.
It's so weird, like the fire just randomly went out. The moment Rachel gets stabbed, fire goes out. Forest fires do not put themselves out. I bring up the fire thing because my theory was that she had some kind of like pyro wind ability. Because fire and wind, they go together. Fire needs wind to feed itself. And I'm building on the theory of like, there's something larger going on here. Now, when Chloe and Max are on the beach in Life is Strange, she says this.
Who knows? This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge.
Again, why would she say, oh, the storm is Rachel's revenge? Why would that be said? Just seems like very odd choice of words.
Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes, fighting for justice. I like to think that too. We all owe Rachel Amber.
Now, I know a lot of people think that the storm is being caused by Max's rewind power, aka the butterfly effect. And while that totally could be true, I think that there are other forces at play here. Moving back to Prospero. Prospero was a magician. And what if Rachel, aka Prospero, gave Max the rewind power because she knew that Max would save Chloe? Rachel always wanted to leave Arcadia Bay and she always wanted Chloe to get out too. But she knew Chloe always felt tied to Arcadia Bay, so maybe with destroying Arcadia Bay, Chloe could finally be free. Now, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that Rachel could be the storm because of all the elements that are given in both games. Plus, every single Life is Strange game has somebody with powers, even if you aren't playing as that person. Insert Life is Strange 2, Daniel Diaz has powers, but you're not playing as him. So it could be on brand that you're playing as Chloe Price, who doesn't have powers, but Rachel does. It goes in line with what everything happens in every single Life is Strange game. And it seems out of character to have a Life is Strange game without somebody having powers, right? So I don't think it's so far-fetched that Rachel could conjure the storm. Now, I know people have said, okay, well, if you don't save Chloe, then the storm never happens. I have a theory for that too. So I still think that Rachel is the driving force for the storm, but if Max chooses to sacrifice Chloe, Rachel and Chloe can finally be together. Meaning in the afterlife, Rachel can finally be at peace now that Chloe is there to comfort her. Now, of course, these are just my own personal thoughts and theories, but if I've learned anything by playing the Life is Strange franchise, it's that nothing in these games is coincidental. The devs put these details in all of these games on purpose. But you guys gotta let me know, do you think Rachel Amber is the storm that came to Arcadia Bay? I want to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments.